Hey there guys, I'm back, and now I thought I'd show you actually how to um, emulate a PS1 on your computer. So, why would you want to do this? Well, the reason why I wanted to do it is just, kind of for fun, because the first time I did this, it was literally just ages ago, sometime like in 2010 or whatever. I mean, just literally, I came across this video about game console emulation, and I was just interested in it. And I found, and I managed to successfully get a PlayStation One emulator on my computer. It's called PSX, and PSX is probably the best one. I mean, it's the most recommended for PlayStation One emulators. So again, why would you want to do this? Maybe you got rid of your PS1 years ago and you just want to play some of the old games. Maybe you just want to do it for fun, or just because it's interesting. Um, it's certainly interesting anyway. But basically, if you go to Google search and type in PSX, uh, yeah, it says right here, PSX emulator, and you can pretty much just go grab it from there. Really, I think. Come on. Now, bear in mind, as always with these things. Oh dear. Come on, don't be stupid. Um, Come on. Well, anyway, point is, you can go search for that and you can go ahead and grab it. But basically, you need in your BIOS, you need scph1001.bin. What is this? This is basically it's literally, it's like the software that the PlayStation 1 uses, that has integrated, that allows it to play PS1 games. So you need to just basically grab that. There's a whole legality thing, and you have to use your own or whatever. But let's face it, just basically, when the police come round, it is your own file. Okay. Um, nah, it's not really that serious, to be honest. And you need to also, for your games, you need to grab some CD images. So Toy Story Racer, I yeah, I downloaded it. But I actually own the game, is the point. So in my eyes, that's kind of legal. And basically all these games that I own, so I just thought I'd download them from the internet. But in your case, if you really want to stay legal, just copy them from your CD, or you can just um, you can pirate if you choose to. Anyway, so basically you run PSX, and that's the old famous startup sound of the PlayStation 1. And then what you want to go ahead and do is you want to configure your controls. So you go to configuration, you go to controllers, and literally I've got the arrow keys as up, down, left, right, and I've got those keys there. Return space, left shift. For all the R1 and L2 and all those buttons there. I haven't really bothered with these buttons because the PlayStation 1, as long as you have those, you don't really need these buttons. So, that's a bit less, that's like a bit less buttons that you have to worry about configuring. I mean, it can be very sort of weird using your keyboard for this. So, you might be able to pick up, you might be able to get like a PlayStation 1 to computer converter. I think you can pick those up. So to play a game, we go File, Insert CD Image, and I'm going to choose to play Toy Story Racer. So you know, basically this. To be honest, the games that I've used on here so far, they work pretty well. I think with PSX. You know, PSX is probably the best PlayStation 1 emulator you can get. I've been trying to emulate PS2 games, but I've been unsuccessful so far. You know, I don't know what really is going on with that, if I'm not doing something quite right or whatever. So let's just try and skip through these. Also, with the memory cards, you know that they are virtual memory cards. So literally, all you got to do is go in, select your memory card, and if you're creating a new memory card for the game, you just you type the game, you know, the game name there, and you click open, and the memory card will be created for you, and it'll literally just save the games to it. But I've got a memory card that I've got used for this game at the moment. And really, I think that's about it for the configuration. You know, memory card and controllers, that's about all you need. And also, yeah, I think I said you can. I think you can pick up that BIOS file off the internet. So you know, literally, you know, this is just like this is basically inside this window here is a PlayStation 1. You know, I'm just literally using my controls that I configured to play it. So I don't know. Let's go Rocky Gibraltar. We've got Super Survival Race Challenge. Sorry, can't talk tonight. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, and if it's drowning out my voice, but I'm just gonna turn that down a bit. So yeah, you know, I mean, as you can see, it's only sort of lagging because I've got this this screen recorder software running, and that's about the only reason why it's lagging, really. You know, it's quite smooth, and if anything, it's, you know, it's got better performance because it's on a hard drive. You know, because I mean, literally, just the PlayStation 1 was used literally only for the PlayStation 1 games. You know, the computer is a lot more powerful, so you probably find that if you still have a PlayStation 1, but like, you know, the performance of it hasn't been so good recently, that it'll be significantly improved by using this. But yeah, you know, I mean, this is just basically one of the many games that you can find on PlayStation 1. This is one of my favourites, to be honest. Even, you know, years afterwards, and even though I'm 17, it's, you know, still just you know, cracks me up. So, you know, yeah, you know, that's it really. You know, this is it in action. You can also use a quick save feature. If I can't remember. If I press F6, you'll see that down in the bottom left, it said saved quick save. Now, that isn't a memory card save. That is a save PSX state save. So it's basically saving the state of the emulator. So it's like a snapshot in a virtual machine, like I was talking with you about on the last video. It literally just, you know, the way it is right now, the current CD image that has been inserted, where I actually am on the track, you know, that's where it would be saved at. So if I was to mess up or something and not save the game, or it, you know, the application crashes, I can actually just reload that quick save. But the thing is that on loading, it doesn't seem to work, and you know, I'll show you. If I go File, and I say load state, which is the one that we just did. Yeah, this one. Unhandled exception, save a crash dump. So you know, like I say, guys, you know, it's not gonna. I mean, it's not really going to be 100%. So really, you know, it will. You know, PSX will perform absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. You know, it'll do the job, really. And we've got utilities. We've got the CDZ tool.exe. I believe that converts your file formats. Screenshots. Saves. That's the saves files we're talking about. Got CD images. We've got CD images. Obviously, you saw what was in the other folder. And, you know, the BIOS. And that's it. And in case it was being very vague before, you can record if you actually have the game, and if you want to play that game on your computer and you actually have it, do this. Use ImageBurn to create an ISO file from that CD, and that's a doddle. That'll take, that won't take even 5 minutes. I don't think, because these games are quite old. Going to be quite a small file, really. Well, fairly small. And then you can just go ahead and load that up, really, inside this. And yeah, I think that's about all I have to say, really. I'm sorry if I kind of drifted off on one there, but that's how you can emulate a PS1 on your computer. I'll hopefully try to get some other emulators working, more up to date ones like PlayStation 2 or what have you. But anyway, thanks for listening, guys. I may try and find something else to do for a video in a minute, but otherwise, it's good night from me, and it's good night from me. Take care.